The opening of a story is so important. I have just come across like the best example of a first page. Backwoods Blue Sky by EU and Ivy. I think it's honestly worth it for me to read the first paragraph of this book. It's so beautiful. First of all, it has such a gorgeous writing style, but she manages to give in the first page of this book such a huge amount of information, such an amount of intrigue, and such an amount of description in a way, like in the first paragraph, that you want to keep reading, you want to read more. And that's the key, right? If you're a writer, you want to hook the reader in. If you're a reader, you want to be hooked. You want to have a reason, with all the distractions in the world around us, not to swipe away from your Kindle or not to just scroll your phone and do something else. Birdie knew her mistake as soon as she cracked open her eyes. She was wholly sick, like she had the flu or had been clubbed all around her head and body, and in the confines of the one-room cabin, she was increasingly aware of her own stink, but her skin was emanating the odor of cigarette smoke, digested alcohol, and vomit. She slid her arm out from under her daughter's head, and Emmeline rolled onto her other side but didn't wake. Little Emmeline with her messy blonde hair and her warm pink cheeks. Birdie wanted to cuddle with her and go back to sleep, but the pounding in her head was only getting worse. She eased into a sitting position on the side of the bed and slowly stood up. A cold sweat trickled down the small of her back and from her armpits. She put a hand on the wall, and when it felt like her knees might go out from under her, when she looked down, she saw that she was still wearing her same blue jeans and t-shirt. The dog needed out, and I am offended because there is snow on the ground. 10 out of 10. Like, such beautiful writing, and she's established so much. The first line, Birdie knew her mistake as soon as she cracked open her eyes. That gives us so much already. We know that she's hungover and she's made herself ill. We know she lives in a one-room cabin, which is not necessarily typical. She lives in a one-room cabin with her daughter. They sleep in the same bed. We know she feels a great affection for her daughter, and her daughter is quite young. We know this is probably a mistake that she's made before. She is going to have a day of regret ahead of her. It really just, in like maybe 150 words, makes the reader want to continue on